Dawn at our tamarind plant always begins with a flurry of activity. Giant trucks carrying dry tamarind pods from our orchards pour into the steel hoppers, starting their transformation. Our robotic arms move with a soft touch. Even though they are machines, we've taught them to handle these brittle tamarind pods like fragile eggs. Look at that brown river of tamarind flowing on the steel belt. The rugged texture of the pods creates a rhythmic visual melody against the machinery. High-frequency vibrating screens work tirelessly to remove sand and twigs, ensuring only the cleanest tamarind pods proceed. Powerful air jets blow away any remaining dust. Under the lights, the particles glow, revealing the polished tamarind shells beneath. In our ozone-purified tanks, the tamarind pods undergo a deep wash. The blue LED lights below show the level of purity we demand. These nylon brushes were custom designed to scrub the tamarind shells without damaging the precious fruit inside. This scale is my pride. Thousands of tamarind pods move through misting fans in a pristine, sterile hall. Tiny effervescent bubbles attack every corner of the tamarind pods, scrubbing the shells until they shine. The air knife blows away the last droplets. I always stand here to ensure the tamarind is perfectly dry before the next stage. Macro views of the tamarind rind reveal every fiber and crack, now perfectly clean under the lab lights. From the perspective of a single tamarind pod, this facility is a vast, organized, high-tech labyrinth. Our red laser sensors never lie. They scan every tamarind pod to ensure absolute quality right at the start. Any damaged or undersized tamarind is rejected by the automated arm in the blink of an eye, no exceptions. Welcome to the sorting plaza, where tamarind pods are lanes according to size to optimize the shelling process. Every batch of tamarind is printed with a tracking code. We maintain strict traceability from the farm to the jar. The violet glow of the UVC tunnel destroys any remaining bacteria on the tamarind shells. Safety is our signature. Sometimes I still prefer to check the brittleness of the tamarind shells by hand. Experience is the soul of this plant. The tamarind begins its climb, heading toward the most critical mechanical department. Our hydraulic pistons move in perfect rhythm, acting like the steady heartbeat of the entire system. Passing through this pressure airlock, we officially enter the sterile world of advanced processing. I monitor every detail of the tamarind pod's moisture on my real-time dashboard. 5% is our golden number. The orientation device aligns every tamarind pod horizontally for a perfect, clean break. Water droplets reflect the rows of tamarind pods moving above, a symbol of the purity we preserve. The heavy steel doors slide open with a hiss of steam, welcoming the tamarind pods into the shelling chamber.
Please like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed witnessing the precision of these machines.
Mechanical shelling and preparation. Here is the magic. Precision rollers apply a gentle squeeze, and the brittle tamarind shells shatter instantly. The dark, sticky, and rich tamarind pulp is revealed, along with its characteristic natural fibers. The shells fall away while the tamarind fruit moves forward. It is a seamless, beautiful separation. Our color sorter uses rapid air jets to blow away the smallest shell fragments, leaving only pure tamarind flesh. These dark brown tamarind cores move along the white belt. They look so dense and glossy. A sharp blade slices through to check the internal quality. The tamarind meat is thick, rich, and consistent. The vacuum system is on duty, clearing every last speck of dust from the tamarind stream. My robotic pickers are meticulously removing stray tamarind fibers with millimeter precision. Thousands of dark tamarind cores dance on the vibrating screen. It is a magnificent industrial sight. The vibration table ensures that even tiny shell particles are filtered out from the sticky tamarind fruit. The laser sensor does one final scan. Not a single fragment of shell is allowed to stay with the tamarind pulp. The tamarind pulp moves through transparent tubes like a flow of deep brown energy. A light mist of steam makes the tamarind shells just brittle enough for a perfect crack. A macro look inside the cracked pod shows the black seeds embedded in the reddish-brown tamarind meat. The stainless steel plunger pushes the tamarind mass into the hopper with rhythmic power. The contrast between the dark tamarind and the silver machinery is a striking industrial portrait. As the pods crack, the shiny black tamarind seeds emerge, ready to be separated in the next stage. My technicians in full sterile suits monitor the automated decorticators through glass partitions. The mechanical shredder turns large tamarind clusters into uniform chunks for even cooking. The raw tamarind pulp is transported by the screw conveyor. It's colored deep, rich, and saturated. Under the inspection light, the tamarind pulp reveals the natural sheen of its organic acids. The flow meter spins rapidly, recording the first batch of raw tamarind pulp heading to the kettles. We have moved from whole dry pods to a mountain of pure, de-shelled tamarind fruit. The de-stringing machine removes the long tamarind fibers with surgical accuracy. A sea of dark brown tamarind pulp is now entering our massive steam-jacketed kettles. Ready for the transformation?
I know you want to comment on something, so feel free to leave a comment below this video or simply comment where you live. We put a lot of time and effort into producing this video, so please help us by liking and subscribing to the channel.
Cooking and softening. This is our cooking department. Mirror-polished silver kettles are shrouded in white steam like a laboratory from the future. The tamarind chunks fall into the simmering water. The stickiness begins to dissolve into earthy, mesmerizing swirls. The agitator stirs slowly. I must feel the perfect viscosity of this tamarind mass through every rotation. The hot water injection system is precise to the milliliter, helping the tamarind reach optimal softness. Steam bubbles burst on the surface of the tamarind slurry, releasing that iconic, tangy, and sweet aroma. At 95 degrees Celsius, the tamarind meat detaches from the seeds without losing its natural soul. In the hydration zone, the water turns into a deep, opaque essence as it embraces the tamarind fibers. Watch as the tough tamarind veins slowly separate from the softened fruit meat in the heat. The thick tamarind slurry flows like brown lava, full of power and concentrated flavor. Condensation drips down the kettle walls. The heat inside is working wonders on this tamarind batch. The black tamarind seeds are now clean and ready to be discarded entirely. My engineers check the consistency with stainless steel paddles. We allow no errors at this stage. The sound of the steam valve is the familiar rhythm of our tamarind plant every morning. The surface of the tamarind soup reflects the overhead lights like an organic brown mirror. The mechanical pump hums as it draws the tamarind essence through the silver pipelines. Through the transparent pipe section, you can see the smooth tamarind slurry moving steadily. At a cellular level, the tamarind is dissolving into the water, preparing to become a pure extract. Our aroma hoods capture every bit of that intense tamarind scent to keep the environment controlled. We take a sample of the steaming tamarind soup to test the pH. The acidity must be perfect. Day or night, this cooking floor looks like a futuristic station, glowing with industrial energy. Small craters pop on the surface of the tamarind paste, releasing bursts of sweet and sour steam. The kettle lid closes with a heavy clunk. Everything is automated under precisely monitored pressure. The pre-cooling plates stabilize the tamarind slurry before it faces the force of the centrifuge. The tamarind texture transitions from chunky to a uniform, smooth brown paste. It's magical. The dark tamarind slurry leaves the cooking hall and enters the extraction plaza. Extraction and deseeding. Here is the heart of the plant, the massive centrifugal pulping machine. Centrifugal force spins the tamarind liquid at high speeds against a micro-perforated screen. Watch the smooth tamarind nectar escape through the filter while the seeds and fibers are trapped. A rain of shiny black tamarind seeds falls into the bin. They look like dark, polished pearls. The discarded seeds are perfectly clean. We make sure every bit of tamarind meat is extracted. The tough veins and fibers are ejected as a dry mass. Only the tamarind essence moves forward. The first flow of seedless tamarind liquid has arrived. It is rich, thick, and vibrant. The finisher machine rotates rapidly, removing the smallest tamarind skin particles for ultimate smoothness. Tamarind nectar falls into the tank like a mahogany ribbon, elegant and glossy. The automated scrapers keep the screens clean, so the tamarind flow never stops. Through the fine mesh, the tamarind essence passes in its most refined form. An industrial masterpiece of 3 colors: black seeds, beige fibers, and dark brown tamarind pulp. Our extraction yield is exceptional, thanks to the constant technical tuning of our team. A single drop of tamarind pulp, thick, velvety, and without a single grain of grit. The vortex mixer ensures every part of the tamarind nectar is perfectly homogeneous before concentration. The seeds pop out of the discharge port with a rhythmic industrial thump. Seedless tamarind nectar moves toward the vacuum evaporation hall through glowing pipes. My technician checks the rejected seeds to ensure no tamarind meat is being wasted. The desanding cyclone spins the tamarind pulp to remove even the most microscopic grit. The tamarind liquid dances on the ultrasonic screen, undergoing its final filtration. The surface of the tamarind lake is now as smooth as liquid dark chocolate. The central nervous system monitors every tiny movement of the tamarind pulping units. Condensation on the pulper seal proves the integrity of our closed, sterile system. Leaving the seeds and fibers behind, the tamarind essence enters the concentration avenue. From a chunky liquid to a perfectly velvety tamarind nectar, it is now ready for the vacuum kettle. Concentration and sterilization. We enter the vacuum evaporation hall, where massive steel spheres pull the water from the tamarind. Under low pressure, the tamarind boils at a low temperature to preserve its natural tang and color. Through the sight glass, the tamarind is visibly thickening into a dense reddish-brown paste. The aroma recovery unit is at work. We don't let a single molecule of the tamarind scent escape. Look at this texture. It is viscous, smooth, and has the rich sheen of polished mahogany. The viscosity sensor confirms the density. We are aiming for the highest premium standard for our tamarind paste. Heated pipelines carry the hot tamarind paste glowing under our warm facility lights. Flash pasteurization ensures our tamarind product is sterile without losing its fresh character. 85 degrees Celsius, the sterilization data reflects on the polished chrome surfaces. The pressure valve releases a puff of vapor, signaling that the tamarind concentration is complete. The final tamarind paste flows out like dark lava, dense, smooth, and incredibly glossy. The symmetry of the steel vats and the deep brown tamarind creates a powerful industrial image. A pH of 2.8 is the perfect mark for our natural tamarind acidity. The holding tank keeps the tamarind paste at a constant temperature, stirred by a magnetic agitator. A single ruby brown drop of concentrated tamarind paste falls. Its density is truly impressive. The color grading sensor verifies the deep natural mahogany hue of the tamarind batch. My technician adjusts the chrome valve. Every surface must be mirror bright and clean. The tamarind paste surface is perfectly still, reflecting the factory lights like a dark mirror. The heat exchanger cools the paste rapidly, preparing it for the filling station. The control room tracks the heat levels of every tamarind batch in real time. Velvety tamarind paste is pumped forward. No seeds, no fibers, only pure fruit essence. We use nitrogen to push the tamarind through the pipes, protecting it from oxidation. The flow meter spins as the finished tamarind paste is delivered to the bottling line. Condensation on the pipes reflects the vibrant reddish-brown tamarind moving inside. From massive boiling spheres to a single precision nozzle, a transition of pure engineering. Filling and packaging. The filling nozzle descends, and a stream of viscous tamarind paste fills the glass jar. As it hits the bottom, steam bubbles rise and pop. You can see how thick this tamarind sauce is. 20 jars at a time, a perfect synchronized dance of dark brown tamarind liquid. The robotic gripper moves the filled tamarind jars toward the capping machine with high-speed precision. The jar cap, branded with our tamarind logo, is twisted on with a satisfying mechanical click. The induction sealer flashes red, confirming the tamarind jar is now airtight and secure. Hot jars of tamarind paste move through the cooling tunnel, shrouded in a misty white veil. Water droplets trail down the glass, revealing the rich, dark brown tamarind paste within. Air knives dry the jars with surgical precision before the labels are applied. The labeling machine rolls at high speed, wrapping each jar in a hyper-realistic tamarind illustration. The label is applied perfectly, smooth, aligned, and without a single air bubble. The inkjet coater sprays the expiry date onto the tamarind jar in sharp black dots. A high-speed camera and laser scan every jar to ensure the tamarind branding is flawless. Viewed through the glass, the tamarind paste is deep, smooth, and free of air pockets. The reject arm pushes any imperfect tamarind jar off the line. We only accept the best. Thousands of tamarind jars move in a serpentine pattern toward the finish line. The gold-foiled premium stamp on the tamarind label catches the light, a mark of our quality. The robotic palletizer stacks the tamarind boxes with mathematical accuracy. The weight checker flashes green. Every box of tamarind paste must be perfect. I personally check the safety seal. That pop sound is the sound of success. The heat shrink unit seals the Tamarind multi-packs in a single blast of hot air. The dashboard turns green. The entire lot of Tamarind paste has passed every safety test. 100% natural text on the Tamarind label is our promise to the world. A single perfectly lit Tamarind jar stands alone as it heads toward the warehouse airlock. The quality seal is applied to the premium crate. Every jar is a masterpiece of this plant.
Logistics and distribution. Our automated warehouse stores the Tamarind jars in perfect climate-controlled conditions. AGVs glide silently, carrying Tamarind crates toward the loading dock on futuristic paths. The robotic crane retrieves a specific batch of Tamarind paste with absolute precision. In the logistics center, we track the global journey of our Tamarind essence on digital maps. The security seal is snapped onto the container. My Tamarind will travel far and remain pure. At night, the refrigerated trucks line up under the lights to receive their Tamarind cargo. 18 degrees Celsius, the ideal temperature to keep the Tamarind color fresh and vibrant. The truck branded with our Tamarind logo pulls away, heading toward a city sunset. The route is set. The Tamarind will reach the distribution center exactly on time. The truck's tires roll on wet asphalt, reflecting the Tamarind pods pictured on its side. At the hub, the seal is broken. Our Tamarind has completed half of its journey. Forklifts unload the Tamarind pallets. The stretch film glints under the morning sun. The automated sorter divides the Tamarind boxes for supermarkets and international export.
Careful with these, they're glass.
Got it. How many more?
2 more stacks left.
Smaller delivery vans are loaded with Tamarind jars to weave through the city streets. The manifest is signed. 500 units of our premium Tamarind paste have arrived. The delivery van with the Tamarind pot illustration moves through the bustling traffic. The Tamarind has arrived at the wholesale dealer, fresh from our sterile factory. The box opens to reveal 6 perfectly aligned jars of mahogany Tamarind paste. The stocking trolley carries my Tamarind jars through the bright aisles of the supermarket. In the Asian ingredient section, our Tamarind paste takes center stage under the spotlights. The contrast between the white label and the reddish-brown paste makes the jar stand out. The electronic price tag flickers. Our Tamarind paste is officially ready for the customer. A customer reaches out and picks up the Tamarind jar, curious about its pure pulp origin. The satisfaction on the customer's face is reflected in the glass of the Tamarind jar. Rows of Tamarind jars stand like a proud dark brown army on the supermarket shelf. Culinary delight and conclusion. In a cozy kitchen, the pop of the lid releases the Tamarind freshness for the first time. A silver spoon dips in, lifting a glob of Deo, glossy, reddish-brown Tamarind paste. Dropped into a hot wok, the Tamarind sizzles and dissolves into a rich, aromatic sauce. Pad Thai noodles glisten as they are coated in our dark, velvety Tamarind essence. A steaming bowl of soup is poured, clear yet carrying the deep Tamarind mahogany hue. A professional chef drizzles a smooth Tamarind glaze over grilled fish, a work of art. The raw pod and the refined jar sit side by side, a testament to a miraculous transformation.
The soup smells incredible, Mom.
It's your Lola's recipe.
The smoothness of the Tamarind on a wooden spoon. No seeds, no fibers, just purity. The cycle is complete, from the orchard to our plant, and finally to a delicious meal. One last look in the lab confirms the molecular perfection of this Tamarind batch. The natural ingredient seal is stamped, the final affirmation of our passion. Under a green tamarind tree, the finished jar stands as a tribute to Mother Nature. The light reflects off the cap, where our Tamarind factory logo is proudly embossed. The joy in the cook's eyes when that tangy tamarind flavor hits the palate. Our pure tamarind sign glows in the night, a symbol of the trust we have built. Tamarind paste swirls with honey, creating a beautiful amber and mahogany mosaic. From a dewdrop on a tamarind leaf to our high-tech filling nozzle, nature meets science. Our entire plant staff stands proud behind every jar of tamarind paste we produce. The Tamarind Excellence Award is a reward for our never-ending pursuit of quality. The beep at the checkout counter. The tamarind jar begins its final journey to a home. Sunset falls over the Tamarind factory, with clean steam rising into the orange sky. The last drop of tamarind paste falls from the spoon, glossy and thick like a brown ruby. A magnificent journey for the tamarind from the earth to the hearts of those who love food.
I know you want to comment on something, so feel free to leave a comment below this video or simply comment where you live. We put a lot of time and effort into producing this video, so please help us by liking and subscribing to the channel.